What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Brandon. This is the Blind Fishkeeper. So I'm standing out here today next to the ponds. Holly, give me a pan real quick. This is what the ponds look like as they sit at this moment. I've been putting a lot of effort into the ponds. I've got some banana trees planted. I've got a little hibiscus I'm trying to nurse back to health. Some other stuff in the works. Today, though, I am going to focus on getting the marginal plants that are actually in the water here down into their planters because they can't stay in their nursery cups all summer. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. Okay, so all I'm going to need today to do my transfer is I've got these really cool little planter baskets. Now this is like a 5-pack. It was only $3 at Home Depot. And then one cinder block that I can set down in the pond to set the baskets on top of. I have got in this bucket is a mix of super rich aquarium soil, and then over here is a bucket of just sandy stuff. That's kind of like my BFK substrate mix. And then of course, we're going to take these plants out of this big bulky floating one and get going. So the first thing I'm going to do, because the soil stuff is very it's highly nutritious and it's gonna leach out a bunch of stuff in the soil. I'm just kind of gonna make a barrier of this stuff and nestle some of the fertilized soil in the middle of it. It's way too moist. You wanted the consistency of like a lead patty, lead pie. Anyway, I'm just gonna put a little cake of it right down here. Not even edge to edge. Squeeze on the bottom and then we'll just pop right on out. I usually like to rough up the bottom. Kind of tells the roots to start doing what they're supposed to be doing. And encourages them to spread and start growing. Alright, I'm not going to add the calla lily to this planter. I'm just going to do the 3 irises. But there they are, kind of just set in here. And now I'm going to fill the rest up and top it off with the sand cap substrate. And even this stuff will benefit the plants. The sand in this is actually a mix of crushed coral and aragonite, so you get extra nutrients to the plants that way as well. Alright, there you have it. Move this planter over to the other pond to get it out of the way. liner in this pond, so I've got to be super careful. Because without the liner, the pond really leaks. Like it should. Every time I move the cinder block, I'm completely lifting it to make sure that it doesn't drag along the bottom. How to do it. I'm not going to show you the rest of me filming, planting out the rest of these planters for time. I now have all of the plants planted in their planter baskets. Holly, if you want to give just a quick little pan across. We'll touch up on these here in a second. But this is what we've done so far.
Okay.
And now I've got this little area right here in between the two ponds. As you can see, I've got this, PVC that's got all of my air lines that I ran underground to the ponds. I kind of want to hide that. I don't think it's very pretty, so I've got a few things to do that I can try and make this look a little more appealing. Right here in front of the goldfish pond is a bag of topsoil. I've got 2 packets of wildflower seeds. I think one is a hummingbird and butterfly packet, and I think the other one is a seeding for wild birds type of packet. I'm just gonna mix them up and we're gonna plant them all right here. In the tub, I've got a whole bunch of old aquarium river rock that I just pulled out of the tank. I did a super secret project I'm not ready to show you guys about yet, but this is the rock that I have left over. And I'm gonna use that to kind of make a little planter area, and we'll see what we come up with. All right, I'm gonna come into my little tub here and just start pulling these rocks out and see if I can arrange them kind of in a little bordered type area between the 2 tubs, and see what we can come up with to make it look good. I'm just gonna start setting them down and then we'll try to arrange them here in a minute. Okay, so I've got all the rocks laid out here on the ground, and now I'm just gonna try and make a little bordered area between them that I can pack some dirt in. And think I'm going to go with that for the rock layout. I've got my topsoil here. Please be careful if you're using pocket knives, people. Be smart. Alright, so this is just plain old topsoil, nothing special about it. And I'm gonna start right here against my border. Probably a third to maybe a half the bag that I just dumped out on the ground. Now, how's that looking, Holly?
Looks good.
It almost looks like I know what I'm doing. I'm not trying to make any kind of like extravagant bed or anything. The soil here in Florida is extremely sandy. Watch out, look. And for anything to really get a good start, it's just best to have a little help. And I'm not worried about what it's gonna look like back into behind the ponds here. Hopefully by the end of the summer, that stuff will be filled in with all these plants that I'm planting here and the filler stuff that I'm going to plant in behind. Get back, Charlie. Alright. Alright, here we go. Here are my 2 seed packets of wildflower seeds. These are really easy to do. We just sprinkle them all over the top and water them into the dirt. You don't want to press them in too deep. They will root themselves. Hopefully the bird activity will allow some of these to grow up. And I'm just gonna spread them both so that they intermix. And we get a really cool looking effect, hopefully, with all the different colors and types. So I'm just gonna pour the 2 bags together into one. Hands in here to give them a little mix. Right back down here to the bed. Get back. Holly, am I getting a good cover?
Yeah. Good cover.
Pretty even.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Seeds. I'll be right back. I've got to go get a siphon hose so I can get some of this water out onto the topsoil. Alright. I've got my hose here running.
come towards you a little.
Am I getting all of the dirt?
Yes. The dirt is saturated.
There it is. This is what I've got done so far. I've got my marginal plants in their planter baskets. I've got a little wildflower bed put in between the two tubs. And something I haven't really talked about yet, on the back right hand side there are a couple of banana trees, young banana trees that are in the ground there. Right on the back side of the center planter bed, there's a really sad looking hibiscus that I transplanted from the front yard, and I'm hoping to nurse back to health. There's also another banana tree that's too small to see on the back left hand side of the ponds. And there are two cuttings of plumeria in the two pots on the left-hand side of the pond. And for those of you who may not know what plumeria is, it is the Hawaiian flower that they make the lilies out of. It's one of the best smelling flowers around. So here's where I'm at. I also wanted to leave you guys today. While I was out of town, we went to my aunt's house just outside of Nashville, Tennessee. They've got a 3,400 gallon koi pond right outside their back door, and we took some video of it. It's about 3 to 4 feet deep. Like I said, 3,400 gallons, and some of the koi in that pond are over 20 years old. The pond itself has been through a couple of upgrades, but there was a small existing pond when my aunt moved into that house, I believe, between 20 and 25 years ago, and they've expanded it and added fish to it, but a couple of the fish in the pond were around since I was a little kid, and I'm 42 years old. So I'm going to leave you with a shot of that pond to close out the video today. Let me know what you guys think. How am I doing? Can you see what it's going to transform into? Like I see it in my head? Hopefully so. But that's all I got for you. So today I'm going to leave you with take care of yourselves, guys, and I will catch you in the next one.